Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, investigators are searching for the person who shot an 8th grade boy to death at his Chattanooga home. Police and neighbors say 13-year-old Deontrey Southers wasn't the intended target, but he was the latest victim in an ongoing retaliation between two rival gangs, the Athens Park Bloods and the Bounty Hunter Bloods. 11 bullet holes were found in the East 50th Street house where Deontrey lived. His mother found him wounded downstairs, and her son died on the way to the hospital. Southers was a student at East Lake Academy of Fine Arts. Another stray round went to a second home where a woman and two small children were. Police are asking anyone with information about the shooting to give them a call. A married couple were shot through their living room window in Chattanooga on Monday night. Police were called to a house on Central Avenue around 9:45 p.m. 53-year-old Terry Marsh was shot once in her stomach, and her husband Willie was shot in his leg. They were both taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities say several businesses, including hotels, a beauty shop, a post office, and a pharmacy, were all targeted by the bra bandit. In every instance, a female clerk was working, usually alone, and in nearly every case, the robber made the woman take off her bra to check for money. Now, prosecutors say the man who held those female clerks at gunpoint and searched their bras was 35-year-old August Anthony Ford. The robberies occurred over a 7-month period starting in October 2010. Federal prosecutor Chris Poole says the pattern is what tied Ford to all of the robberies. The supplier for Chattanooga's bike share program has declared bankruptcy. Bixby provides the bikes and 30 solar-powered rental kiosks throughout downtown Chattanooga. The company also supplies bike share programs in 15 other cities, including London, New York, and Chicago. But some of those cities, including Chattanooga, have withheld payments to Bixby because of software problems. Now Bixby owes $50 million to suppliers and creditors. Despite the bankruptcy, Alta Bicycle Share, the company that manages Bixby's equipment for Chattanooga, says the local program will continue without interruption. A suspect is dead after shooting at deputies in Sequatchie County. Sheriff Ronnie Hitchcock says 2 officers arrived at a home on East Valley Road on Tuesday to serve a felony warrant. But when the deputies pulled into the home, the shooter was in his car. And as soon as the officers got out of their vehicles, the shooter opened fire with an AK-47. Officers returned fire and the man was killed even though he was wearing a bulletproof vest. The sheriff says no deputies were injured, although their patrol cars received some damage. Finally, prosecutors say the man behind Brainerd Army Store knew something was up when a product used to purify water began flying off of store shelves. In 2007, the store sold 2 bottles of Polar Pure, but the next year the store sold 2,000. That's when Terry Michael Honeycutt called the police. The people buying the iodine looked edgy, and he wanted to know if the chemical was used to make meth. It was. But now he's on trial in federal court because after that phone call, he kept selling the product. In fact, from 2008 until 2010, the store sold about 21,000 bottles, making nearly $270,000. But Honeycutt's attorney says his client had no plan to break the law. He kept detailed records. He repeatedly asked police if there was a better way to track the product, and he even made recommendations as to how it could be better controlled. And when the store was raided in 2010, Honeycutt immediately handed over sales records to authorities. So is he guilty? That is for the jury to decide. Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 33 degrees. The low tonight will be around 19. That's it for today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.